Greetings, dear people. Welcome, man, here. South Korea is a land of many wonders, to put it lightly. But one thing you will see is that there are actually not many games that capture the working part of South Korea. This game right here does exactly that. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Gigalike Tycoon. The story will start out with you talking to your sister about how you should go to the city to work because she doesn't want to marry a random guy from another village. To provide some context, the main goal of the game is to raise funds so that your sister can go to college and stay a student. So she will tell you to take care. After that, you head out to the city with what can only be described as a bullet train, but it's not really a bullet train. I don't know if the train's supposed to go that fast, but okay. Getting off the train, you and your entourage of ball washers have to go to this guy to speak to him. It will give you some context on where to go in the city because it's not exactly a large city, but if you're new, it will be quite overwhelming. So this guy is pretty much your tutorial NPC. But of course, you will not need it because I'm here and I'm literally covering everything for you. You only have to listen, and please leave a like if you're at it. The first place you should be going to is the labor market. Here you'll be coming here every other day. And also, while I'm here, let me talk about these icons here. The health bar is self-explanatory. The hunger is also self-explanatory. The happy meter is how much you can work. To get a job, go to the labor market, walk up to a board and click work. There are 4 options there as you can see. My personal favorite are the lumberjack and the docker since they are the easiest. But the docker wasn't really an option right now because the sorter will pay a bit more, so I chose the sorter. The sorting game is kind of confusing to be honest. And if you're a new person, I advise that you don't go anywhere near this job. As a sorter, you will have to finish these 3 sets to be able to finish the job. After finishing the job, you will get your payment. After getting off the job, depending on how long the job lasts, it will affect how much hunger you lose and how much happiness you lose. Higher paying jobs take more of your joy in exchange for more money. There's a new feature in the game where you can order a takeout, which I of course immediately regretted after realizing I got bowel dysfunction from it. Stepping into the city for the first time may feel like you step into limbo, but trust me, it's not going to be that hard. The place where you're going to be eating and sleeping for the majority of the beginning of the game is going to be the back alleys. Go back there. If you have made it this far, most likely you're going to be a bit hungry. Go to 2-box noodles. Yes, 2-box. After having a refreshing meal, you should go to this lady if you wish to sleep. Make sure you only do this after coming from a job or maybe it's very late. There is also another option where you can sleep in a bench if I'm not mistaken somewhere in the park to the right, but that will cause you to have insomnia. To get a good idea of where you are, you should open the map. The back alleys are going to where you're staying at. The red dot represents you. The frontal part is the labor market, which is the most important part if you're a beginner. You unlock daily paid jobs and taken later on after you level up. And since it was still very much right outside, I decided to take a lumberjack job to make some more money. And also I think the $100 you see right there is a lot higher than the average paid wage of a Korean worker. The lumberjack game is very simple. You hit the X button when it's over the white bar harder than you hit your children back home. After finishing the second job of the day, you should be very tired and the time should be very late. Make sure that the clock does not hit 2 AM because you will pass out. Trust me, that's not a good plan. After this, go to the place I told you about earlier in the video where you could sleep and rent a bunk bed. Or, I kid you not, $30. There has to be some sort of a crime, I'm not even gonna lie to you. After this, you should go to bed. There's a small chance of getting insomnia here, but it's a lot better than sleeping on a bench because it has a 99% of giving you insomnia. So the day should end there. Next up, let's talk about wishes. Wishes arrive once every few minutes, in game of course. Fulfilling them will improve your mood a bit more. Like a recovering internet addict, you refuse to go to the internet cafe to get mood and decide to pet a cat since that's one of the wishes. Only for you to receive mites in return for your kindness. I hate this cat, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The next day I decided to get a job, which is a docker. A docker's job is a lot different than this. In game, the dockers just drop the box on your head, unlike in real life where they actually unload the shit. After this fun and exciting gameplay, we managed to finish with a score of $105, after which I decided to give myself a scrumptious meal. With a decent sized wallet, I decided to go back to the restaurant and order something. It is best to go to restaurants because they are a lot healthier compared to the street food which has a 99% chance of giving you dysentery. After waiting for a quick second, I received my food and was on my way, which by this point I've unlocked one of the daily paying jobs, which is fishing. It's unlocked at the park by giving this guy some boxes if I'm not mistaken. Here's the mini game. This is my first time playing it, so if I'm absolutely dog water, please don't kill me. I instantly got bored. Now let's talk about the life goal. There are different life goals as you can see, and you will unlock them after you finish the first one. You will unlock them one by one from top to down. The first one is the requirement of only $200. You have to get $200. The second one you have to earn $1,000 if I'm mistaken, and the third one $10,000, and so on and so forth. After leveling up, I unlocked one of the daily paid jobs. This one, in my opinion, is the best because you can earn well over $1,100 in one go. If I'm not mistaken, you can get in here twice a day, so $2,000 a day isn't that bad. But in return, the minigame for the waiter game is kind of hard if you're mentally challenged. By that I mean it's memory based, you will have to remember orders to which table they must go to. I don't know what's up with the developers, but the face of the customers is a Chinese man. Also, yours is a Chinese man's face. The game will give you 10 seconds to memorize each and every order to which table they must go to. I, on the first time, only got lucky because I was not paying attention. So like a deranged man, I brought the wrong order to the wrong person and they got angry at me. And that's when I realized each time you get a wrong, you don't get paid. After clearing up the misunderstanding, it was all smooth sailing from there onward. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, that should sum up majority of everything you need to know. Thank you for watching, and of course, as always, like and subscribe. And if you like it so much, comment ball washers if you made it this far onward. And as always, stay safe, toilet gamers.
My God, young man, kill yourself!